Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be making dehydrated rhubarb candy. This is the finished product. I'll give you a close-up in a minute. It's a recipe that was inspired by one of my subscribers who commented on a post about what to do with rhubarb. So thank you, Kirsty, for the idea. This is a recipe that I've made up myself, but I'm not saying the recipe doesn't exist. I'm just saying I haven't followed a recipe for it, but I will go through step by step exactly what I've done. It turned out so well. It was hard not to keep picking at it as I was checking it when it was dehydrating. It actually took 9 hours for it to dehydrate to this point. I could have stopped it before, but because I want to vacuum pack it for longer term storage, I wanted it to be a more dehydrated, chewy sweet. So this one at the front these are bits that didn't dehydrate. When you watch the video, you see that I cut the rhubarb down, or most of it. But I found these smaller bits, the smaller bits of rhubarb that I didn't slice through, they're the bits that aren't properly dehydrated. But I'm just going to put these in the fridge and eat them over the next week. The rest of these I will sort out into sort of little vacuum packed sweetie bags. Kirsty, I will message you privately and send you a little bag. So I hope you enjoy. So that's the close-up of the rhubarb candy. So I'll just talk you through the recipe that I made up. I've just wrote it down, so excuse me for reading it out. So I had 1.5 litres of water, a big pot of rhubarb, 5 cups of sugar, 5 tablespoons of vanilla essence, 3 tablespoons of citric acid, and a cup of mullberries. I obviously needed the fair amount of liquid to be able to soak it, so I guesstimated that 1.5 litres would be fine. I put the sugar in and the vanilla essence and the citric acid. You don't necessarily have to have citric acid, but I'm hoping that it will help preserve it even longer when I vacuum pack it. The other thing is it just gives a little tartness. Rhubarb's got that already, but I just thought it might be quite nice, so I thought I'd try it. And a cup of mullberries, A for flavouring, but B to colour it, because most of my rhubarb was green, and I thought it might be quite nice to have it pink, because we eat with our eyes. Cut the rhubarb into battens and then slicing down either in half or in 3 so that they dehydrate quicker. I've got all the ingredients in the pan slowly melting, and I've given it a bit of a mash to break down some of the mullberries. So I'm basically making a sweet dye for the rhubarb. I've allowed it to heat just enough to dissolve all the sugar and just to cook the mullberries down a little bit. I used a stick blender just to mix them in a bit more, but you don't need to do that if you don't want to. You can carry on mashing it. I've turned it off and I'm just going to add the rhubarb while it's still warm. So that's the rhubarb all added and pushed down under the liquid. I shall leave that in there for 4 hours, but I shall stir it up probably every hour. I'm sorry the light's not very good. I think it's the full sun coming in the back. I've strained off the rhubarb. You can tell where I cut it because it's taken on a really nice pink flavour. If you wanted it all the way through, you can skin the rhubarb, but I couldn't be bothered to do all that. So it's actually been in the pan for about 6 hours because we went off to do something, and as per usual it takes longer than you think. So I'm just going to sprinkle some sugar on. Just going to lay it straight out on the trays, trying to get it individual layers. Try and get on as much as I can. I've got 6 trays to do, so I'm going to carry on and do the rest in exactly the same way. I also had extra sugar to toss it in before I've laid it on the racks, and a bit extra just to sprinkle on the top before it goes into the dehydrator. So I'm going to put it in the dehydrator at 60 degrees centigrade or 140 degrees Fahrenheit for 6 hours, and then I'm going to have a look at it after 6 hours, take out the bits that are dry, and then probably put the thicker bits back in. But I will let you know exactly how long it takes to do it. Before I turn it on, I will just say that I tried a bit, just the soak stuff, and it's absolutely lovely before we do anything else. Even if it doesn't turn out how I think it will, it would still be a nice recipe to then cook it on down into a crumble base. So with all dehydrated vegetables and fruits and stuff, it's still flexible. I keep eating lots of bits to make sure that it was dried all the way through. You can carry on dehydrating this down even further, so it was more of a crunchy candy, but I quite like it like that. Well, I really like it like this, so this is what I've got to. My next lot that I make, I might do smaller bits again, or thinner again, so it doesn't take quite so long to dehydrate, but crisp it down a bit more as well. I'd like to thank everybody who continues to watch my channel. It's really great. When I started this channel 3.5 months ago, I never thought I would be at nearly 1,000 subscribers. I would love to make 1,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is the 18th of July, but if I don't, it's no biggie. So thank you for continuing to watch. I've really enjoyed making all the videos and sharing some of my life with you. Till next time, bye. The cooking liquid that was left over was far too nice not to do anything with, so I'm literally just straining it off. So I put the mesh filter in first, and I've put the liquid in through the top. I could just put it to one side and just fill my bottles, leaving quite a good headspace because I'm going to freeze this because I haven't, because it was my own recipe I put together. I obviously don't know how long it would be shelf stable in the jars if I pressure canned it, and I don't really have time for that today. So I am going to just fill the jars and put them in the freezer. So leave a nice big gap at the top so it will expand. You could drink it as it is. It's still a little bit concentrated for me, so I could either add some water to it or some nice ice cold lemonade would be lovely, just a top up on that. So I just made up a glass. I did 50-50 with water. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I've got 7 bottles I'm going to put in the freezer, and this one I shall put in the fridge. It'll be good for at least 3 or 4 days. My son's already given it the thumbs up, so I'm sure it won't hang around very long. So cheers! I probably should say, when you put them in the freezer, try and keep them upright until they're frozen, then you can lay them down and put them wherever you want.